Hello everyone, Shadefyre here, and welcome to another playthrough of the original Resident Evil. So, obviously I did a playthrough of this quite a long time ago. I didn't actually realize this was the first Resident Evil playthrough I did on my channel. I actually thought Resident Evil 3 was the first one I did, and then I did this one later, but no, I was wrong. However, when I did that playthrough, I only did Jill's playthrough, because obviously Jill has all of the best, lines with her and Barry, so that's the one I ended up doing. However, I realized that I have never played through Chris's campaign in the original Resident Evil, only in the remake. So I've never heard a lot of Rebecca's voice acting, or even Chris's. So I thought I'd correct that, and go through and do a replay from Chris's side of things. So I don't know if this will be a separate LP, or if I'll just add it in with the old one. I'll probably separate them just to prevent confusion. But yeah, let's get in here. This is just a little thing I thought I would do.
Resident Evil.
Should also mention that I'm using the PC version of Resident Evil, which has Gemini's Rebirth patch on it. So that's why I'm using this instead of using the PlayStation version this time, because this actually runs and looks a little bit better than the emulated version. So you can see that in addition to picking the character, this is also the harder difficulty for Chris, and that will definitely be the case. There are a lot of things throughout the game that Jill gets to skip, because Barry will rescue her from various things, like the collapsing ceiling. Chris doesn't get that, so in those sections, he just dies instead, if you don't know what to do. And he also has 2 less inventory slots, which is going to be the big problem, because it means you're going to have to run around back to the boxes a lot more often. On the upside, he can take more damage, and I think he gets more ammo overall, just scattered throughout his version of the playthrough. Not 100% on that one, though. I think he also has a slightly higher chance to get critical hits with the pistol. So I'm not sure if this is going to have the uncensored cutscene, which I realized I hadn't seen until it was up for download. But yeah, there is a lot of stuff cut from it in the original release.
Alpha team is flying around the forest zone.
It is in color.
In northwest Raccoon City, where we're
So I think this
searching
is
for
the uncensored one.
Of our compatriots Bravo team, who disappeared during the middle of our mission.
Found it?
No, I haven't found it yet.
I believe I'm also using upscaled cutscenes
Bizarre
for this.
murder cases have recently occurred in Raccoon City. There are outlandish reports of families being attacked by a group of about 10 people. Victims were apparently eaten. Bravo team went to the hideout of the group and disappeared.
I actually wonder why they decided to go with black and white for the censored version. Like, does that just make it less gory if the blood is not red? We'll know if this is the uncensored one if we see zombie dogs' heads exploding, because that doesn't happen otherwise.
It was Bravo team's helicopter. Nobody was in it. But strangely, most of the equipment was still there.
Oh man,
However,
live action
we soon
Wesker's
discovered
hair.
Why.
It's like not even dyed, it looks like they just spray painted his hair yellow. Chris's sneer.
Hey! Come here!
Yeah, so I think that maybe they just did it in black and white because they realized it looks better, not in color. Now, I guess this is the first way you can tell if it's not censored. Yep, so this is the whole cutscene, not just the cut-off one. God, I love that generic sound. Yeah, there's all your blood spray that was cut from the original version. But you notice how the dog jumped on him, the blood sprayed out, and then he stood there, firing his shotgun for a couple seconds. Joseph's dead, man.
No! Don't go!
I also just love how long they stand there just doing nothing. Like, well, what do we do now? Man, Wesker is like a shining beacon with that yellow hair. Yeah, that one.
There are only 3 STARS members left now. Captain Wesker, Jill, and myself. We don't know where Barry is.
Chris
I also
Redfield.
always loved this weird cast introduction. Especially because
Jill Valentine.
the only other live-action cutscene in the entire game is the ending. So you never see these people again.
Rebecca Chambers.
I was gonna say you never see Rebecca at all, but I guess she's in Chris's ending.
Albert Wesker. Resident Evil.
Oh man, what a classic. They have escaped into the mansion.
I don't know what happened.
Barry! Where's Barry?
Well, I'm sorry, but he's probably...
No. What is that?
I'll go and check.
Okay, Jill and I will stay in the hall in case of an emergency.
So the player models definitely look better,
Chris,
or character models,
take care.
than they do in the PS1 version, but I don't know if that's just originally the case for the PC version. I do know that there are no upscaled backgrounds available for this, unfortunately. That's something that's apparently on the to-do list for this rebirth patch, but for the moment we still have to deal with these crusty backgrounds. And I looked, believe me, I wanted to do this with any kind of upscale I could, but there isn't any yet. And if there was going to be one, it would be for the PC version. There's nothing inside. Dinner utensils. Just the fact, though, that this runs pretty well, and it's, you know, I'm playing this with an Xbox controller without any kind of weird configuration, is already pretty nice. A dusty-looking grandfather clock. For a second, I almost read that as Grandfather Glock. A picture of a woman. So I haven't played the original Resident Evil nearly as much as I played the remake, so there are definitely things I don't remember. We got this crest here, which we are not going to take. Kind of looks like it's made of cardboard there. Another one of the minor difficulty things for Chris is that he only starts with the combat knife, and not a gun. The explanation for that is that he apparently dropped it while they were running to the house. Because remember, this is an elite special forces team. And like, these cutscenes might still look a little grainy, but you have to remember that they're upscaled from 480p. Alright, so we got our first zombie. We cannot do anything about him, so we're just going to ignore him. Because otherwise, I'm going to take a lot of damage getting bitten trying to stab him. I believe one of the things that were also added was Quick Turn. If I can... Maybe not. I thought it was one of the options you could turn on. Okay, so that's aim. Is it just aim and back? Just testing out the buttons here. Yeah, okay, so there is a quick turn, which obviously the original Resident Evil did not have, so this was added in, but it's gonna come in handy. Chris has a very small head.
Wesker? Jill? What happened to Jill and Wesker?
You'll notice that most of the time this does seem to be running in 60 FPS, but then the animations for like the knife swing are a little slower than that. I don't know, it looked kind of slow. Yeah. You can see there's definitely less frames in there. So it doesn't really matter that he doesn't start with a gun, because there's literally one zombie before you find Jill's gun. Take the Beretta. This is before they were called the Samurai Edge. In fact, I don't even think this has the STARS logo on it, does it? It's hard to tell on the grip there. So, we're gonna have the knife wasting space in our inventory for now. You'll probably also see, like, the occasional little lines like that where the background tiles don't quite line up, but they're not that noticeable, so I still think it's better than how my original LP of this looked. Oh, right. I was trying to push this over to the statue, but I forgot there's stairs. A woman drawing water. She doesn't really look like she's drawing it. She looks like she's about to pour it over her head. A picture of beautiful scenery. Alright, grab the map of the first floor. You got map of the first floor. So I don't think we'll be seeing Rebecca right away. Not as early as Jill runs into Barry again. There's a way to avoid that zombie. Like, if I knifed him, I don't think it would do anything. He doesn't trigger until you get close enough. But we got our first ink ribbon here, so we'll be able to save. It's locked, a carving of a sword, so that's as far as we can go in this direction. I think the progression right now is we need to go up and to the left. And in Remake, there's a door back here, but there isn't one right now. Speaking of Remake, I am going to be doing a playthrough of Remake. You know, the original Remake for the GameCube. Or, in this case, the Steam release of the HD version of that, which is actually a really good port. I went the wrong way. But I wanted to do this Chris run first before I got into that, because it would be kind of weird to go backwards from there. It is weird to me, though, that I spent so long without doing that, considering how many other Resident Evil games I've done, including the 2 new remakes. But yeah, I do want to catch up on some Resident Evil stuff. I'm still trying to find out where to fit in Code Veronica, because, you know, that's been on my to-do list for quite some time. And I do plan on doing it, probably with a upscaled HD texture pack for the GameCube version. Oh, I forgot there's 2 zombies up here. I thought there was only 1. Is he dead? Yeah, there's a pool of blood under him. Oh no, never mind. His arm fell off, though. I thought that was unique to Resident Evil 2, the de-limbing. Alright, another thing I think was added by this is the ability to reload. Maybe not. I'm just trying different, like, buttons combined with aiming. Yeah, maybe you can't reload in this one. Oh, or I can't reload because I just realized I don't have another magazine, so that would also be a good reason why I can't reload. We're just gonna keep pushing this statue. Because you don't know if you have a reason to do this, but obviously you should do it. And we don't need to kill the other zombie. Take it slow, because I don't know... Wow, that's... Okay, that's 3 zombies already. Chris also has it a bit rougher at the start. Like, I said we get more ammo, but that won't happen for a little bit. So early on, we're going to be struggling. Oh. Weird. So I guess if they're anywhere near stairs, they will try to do the puke instead of the grab, because they can't grab you on stairs. Alright, well, we're doing fine. Again, Chris can take more damage, so you can tank a little bit more.
Whoa! What is it?
What? Oh! Oh no! I'm Rebecca! Oh no! Sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
You must be from the Bravo team.
Yes, I'm Rebecca Chambers. I'm a newcomer. I just joined the Stars Bravo team last month.
I'm 17.
Well, I'm really sorry. Are you all right?
Yes. I'm Chris Redfield from the Alpha team. Are you the only person here from the Bravo team?
Well, because the helicopter made a forced landing, I just ran into this house anyway, but
I see. There's nothing else you could have done anyway. It's good you're here.
You would have been useless, so don't even worry about it.
Yes, sir.
And of course, she doesn't mention anything about Resident Evil Zero because that hadn't actually
the helicopter
been planned to happen yet.
But something went wrong with the engine. It was such a short flight.
Wait, why was the medic servicing the helicopter? Don't worry, guys. I know all about mechanics and avionics. So yeah, I've never seen that cutscene. Okay, so we could save in here. It's important to remember this room, though, because there is anti-venom on this shelf, where it says serums. I guess this is the way we had to go, though, because there's our first mansion key. That's the sword key. What is with this music, though? Rebecca music.
I wonder if everybody is...
I, too, wonder if everybody is. Alright, we're gonna deposit our first aid spray. We'll keep the key. Deposit the ink ribbon. Should I deposit the knife? I feel like the knife, it doesn't matter. Like, yeah, I don't have any bullets, but I don't think I'm gonna do any good with the knife, so I think we're just gonna have to deal with our empty gun. But with Chris, you really have to just try to get rid of as much stuff as you can from your inventory. I should save, because if I die, then I'm gonna have to start over.
Well,
alright, bye, Rebecca.
What should I do now? If you go out to search for the other members, how about letting me come with you?
Alright, I didn't realize she could escort me.
All right, let's do it.
Yes, sir. I'll do my best. I have to prepare something. Would you like to go ahead?
So she's not coming with me. What happens if you say no there? It's like, oh, okay, I guess I'll just die then. Okay, well. Let's try to do some zombie dodging. Get your booty out of the way. Armored door. I think this one's locked too. Nope. Alright, let's check the map. So, let's see. We're up here. Okay, so I know what the rooms off of this one are. And this connects back into the hall with the first zombie, so I think we can open a shortcut there. Oh, okay, not going that way. I don't think we need to go that way right now anyway, so it's fine. Alright, magazine. So I should be able to reload. I guess I don't have to worry about accidentally firing because I don't have any ammo. Maybe there is no reload, or it just doesn't matter because I had no bullets, so I couldn't prematurely reload. Nothing special. None of them look useful. Can Can I push this bookshelf? It looks a little bit pushable. It's dramatic action music. I was debating whether I could just run past him, but no, I think we're gonna have to kill him to get the stuff in there without taking damage. Okay, he's right here. And unfortunately, when they go down on the ground, it's not a guarantee that they'll stay down. Okay. So there's some shotgun shells in here. 200 cartridges, 8.02 millimeter, NATO, M32 cartons, N13. I don't think any of that is what it actually is. And all of his other lab coats up there? Keeper's Diary. May 9th, 1998. At night, we played poker with Scott the guard, Alias, and Steve the researcher. Steve was really lucky, but I think he was cheating. What a scumbag. May 10th, 1998. Today, a high-ranking researcher asked me to take care of a new monster. It looks like a gorilla without any skin. They told me to feed them live food. When I threw in a pig, they were playing with it, tearing off the pig's legs and pulling out the guts before they actually ate it. So I don't know what monster this is exactly supposed to be. I'm pretty sure it's actually the Eliminators? But then those aren't gorillas, those are just like regular monkeys. Whatever it is, there's not really an equivalent to it. Unless it's the Hunters? May 11th, 1998. Around 5 o'clock this morning, Scott came in and woke me up suddenly. He was wearing a protection suit that looks like a spacesuit. He told me to put one on as well. I heard there was an accident in the basement lab. It's no wonder, those researchers never rest, even at night. May 12th, 1998. I've been wearing this annoying spacesuit since yesterday. My skin grows musty and feels very itchy. By way of revenge, I didn't feed those dogs today. Now I feel better. May 13th, I went to the medical room because my back is all swollen and feels itchy. They put a big bandage on my back and the doctor told me I did not need to wear the spacesuit anymore. I guess I can sleep well tonight. May 14th. When I woke up this morning, I found another blister on my foot. It was annoying, and I ended up dragging my foot as I went to the dog's pen. They've been quiet since morning, which is very unusual. I found that some of them had escaped. I'll be in real trouble if the higher-ups find out. May 15th. Even though I didn't feel well, I decided to go see Nancy. My first day off in a long time, but I was stopped by the guard on the way out. They say the company has ordered that no one leave the grounds. I can't even make a phone call. What kind of joke is this? May 16th. I heard a researcher who tried to escape from the mansion was shot last night. My entire body feels burning and itchy at night. When I was scratching the swelling on my arm, a lump of rotten flesh dropped off. What the hell is happening to me? May 19th. Fever gone, but itchy. Hungry, and eat doggy food. Itchy itchy Scott came. Ugly face, so killed him. Tasty. For itchy tasty. That is, of course, one of the most well-known notes in all of Resident Evil, for itchy tasty. Though, looking at the timeline here, it seems like he got infected on maybe like the 12th, which means it took almost a week for him to actually turn. Well, we didn't actually get much out of that room. Aside from shotgun shells that we can't use yet. Shit. Now that I think about it, I think we do need to go back into that room we were gonna go to back there, but we're not gonna go there until we have more ammo. Can I get in the kitchen yet? Locked from the inside. Okay, this is the lounge. fine grand piano. Wait, do I push this? Oh, okay, he's starting to do the push. I was like, what are you doing, Chris? So we take the music score. However, Chris cannot play piano like Jill. Moonlight Sonata. Chris, unfortunately, can't read music. He is music blind.
It's me, Chris.
Is that you, Rebecca?
It's me, Chris.
It's
Is
the
that you?
Moonlight Sonata.
Can you play?
Not very well. Chris has got like a frown on his face. Okay, you can stop now. Clearly you're not doing it right.
Wait, what is that?
My interpretation is off a little. Chris, may I practice for a while?
It's weird that these are all like yes-no questions.
See? Just relax and play.
All right.
Yeah, so in Resident Evil 0, you have to play Moonlight Sonata again, and in that, Billy ends up being the one that plays it because Rebecca is rusty. So I guess that applies here as well, that she can play it eventually. But she needs some time. Which is fine, because we need to go get the other piece of that room's puzzle. Alright, so yeah, that's all the rooms there, but we are going to have to go back into that hallway. I just hope we find some ammo first. So I'll take this emblem. I don't actually remember what exactly our first kind of main objective is, because in Remake, you need to collect 4 masks at the start. That's kind of what you're going for. But here, those masks don't exist. So I'm going to have to kind of remember this as we go. That's not where I want to go. Hey, did you figure it out yet? No, I don't think she has yet. I can't remember what triggers it. It's also weird that it just stops when you come in, but you can hear it when you're outside. Well, we'll just leave her to it for now. We could grab this, but I don't have the space for it. That's gonna come up a lot in this Chris playthrough, is I don't have the space for it. Alright, so I think we're gonna wrap up soon, but let's get around to the other save room. At least open up that path. And now we don't need the sword key. The fact that it asks you always used to make me think that there might be some kind of weird bonus if you keep all the keys, but there isn't. Some people like to do that just so they have them in their item box. Can't remember if you can push these in this version. Creepy stuff. There is like a skull in there, so I guess that is creepy stuff. Dags. He just looks so unimpressed. It's like, well, I'm in a zombie mansion now. That's cool. Alright, we're going into orange caution, so I'm going to want to use that first aid spray. Locked with a carving of armor. I think this is locked as well? No? The bathtub is filled with muddy water. Will you unplug it? Nope, leave that shit alone. Nothing useful. I like that, even though this is, you know, it's not a public bathroom or anything, it still has like a weird little privacy nook just for the toilet. That way, someone can take a crap while you're in the bath. And it's not weird. It's not true, it's always weird. Alright. So the save room is just back here. Okay, we're not going in that door yet. Again, it is quite possible to screw yourself over with Chris and get into situations where you just die. Thankfully, one mechanic we don't have to worry about is the broken door handle here. Or do we? No? Okay. I want to check that. Because in Remake, you can use this door from one side twice before the handle breaks off, and then you can only use it from the other side. We're going to want to clear this out because this is the other primary save point in the mansion. Shit. He ate a lot of bullets. I took his arm off. Speaking of eating. So this is the other save room. So I'm going to deposit these two herbs we just got. And I want to deposit the emblem. I'll definitely deposit the shotgun shells. So we don't have a shotgun yet. But we are going to take out the first aid spray. Use that quickly. Grab this. Earth. There was nothing in this bag but earth. It's actually not earth at all, it's fertilizer. Or, sorry, it's not fertilizer, it's the opposite of fertilizer, it's herbicide for killing weeds. Alright. I think we'll save it here. Made some decent progress for the first episode, but I can keep these nice and short because it's a nice and short game. So we'll use our ink ribbon. Alright. So, that'll do it for the start of our Chris run of the original Resident Evil. And I think this is going to be fun. You know, I always like to play these classic Resident Evils, even with their old-ass graphics. They're still a good time. So until next time, I've been Shadefyre. Thanks for joining me once again with the Spencer Mansion. And I hope things will go well for Chris next time. And that we'll find more bullets. But until then, take care.